Asian did not know, but after I explained it to him, he said that he's pretty open to the idea that he would like to offer it to the seller. But no information came since. That was last week. So I wanted to call him today, but
he's on a seller finance.
he's on a seller finance.
Yeah. He's seller financing this from somebody else.
Okay.
Because it says seller take back here. $360 months. You might have to ask them. He's got a warranty deed. Resale, yeah. You know what? I think he's seller financing it to himself. So you're gonna have to ask them for mortgage history before you can do anything.
Okay. Fair enough. All right, thank you.
I think I see Rich. There he is.
Hello.
What's up? What's up, buddy? Leg day?
Oh my god, it was really bad. It's really bad.
Awesome. I was just keeping them warm for you.
Thank you so much, man. Today's been hectic as hell.
I hear you. We had a couple good hectic ones today too.
Yeah, it's a good thing. It's a good thing. And live.
All right, I'll leave you to it, man.
Thank you. See you soon. Okay. Let's get started here. Okay. The deal from yesterday got picked up. Steel Street has sold. That seller finance deal that we showed you yesterday sold for $5,000. Taylor's deal, you guys remember Taylor? Taylor's deal sold for $5,000. You guys remember MXTT, Matt's deal sold for $12,000. Are you Mormon? No. No. Anyways. Yeah. Today's one of those days where I honestly just wanted to stay in bed. So I'm crazy tired, but so many good things are happening that we're going to go ahead and push through anyways. Why are you still in the closet, Richard? Gosh, I don't know, man. We'll do a couple calls to start, guys. We'll do a couple calls to start. So I had a couple people reach out to me. I want to go ahead and follow up here. Huh. Wow. Okay, I have a lot of DMs from this. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay. I have a lot of people who have reached out to me with deals. You guys want me to do some calls? Should we do a couple calls? I think we should do a couple calls. I'm gonna do a couple calls. So let's just look at some deals that were submitted to me from social media. Guys, I talk about doing social media all the time because people just send me houses to call. Like, it's literally the easiest thing ever. They just send me houses to call. $5 million home. Can you help me wholesale? Probably not. That's not really my price range. Most wholesalers work in like median housing price ranges. So it's hard if that's the price range. So here's the first one. So I got this property in Lemoore, California. And as I zoom out, it lets me know that I don't want to work on this at all. Why would I not want to work on something like this at all, guys? It's rural. Rural houses, I don't really know what to do with rural houses, guys. It's just kind of away from the city. So I guess we'll look up Lemoore, California, just to kind of see what we have. But yeah, no, that's not really going to cut it, guys. I don't know why you'd flip a house out here. It just doesn't really make sense. Like I see Fresno over there, but this is not Fresno. This is Lemoore or Lemoore, California. Lemoore, CA population. 27,000 people live there, guys. And I guess that's okay. It's just population is first and foremost. Population is super, super important. So honestly, not doing anything with that one. This person sent me another one. Hey, Richard, I'm a realtor and investor. I came across a FSBO today that might be interested in a creative offer. I'm trying to see if you'd be interested. I got the seller in a good part of town. Okay. Recently remodeled rents area. I wanted to do 50K down in 5 years. What do you think? I'm going to send her I gotta give her an update. Okay, so in regards to some of these texts here, if somebody is not the owner of the house, if they are just trying to show me a house that's on Zillow, I can find houses on Zillow. We have millions and millions of houses for sale on Zillow. So if somebody's like, hey, I'm thinking this would be a good one to offer seller finance on or creative finance on, or I was thinking this might be a fun house. If they don't own it or are not directly connected to the owner, I have no interest in talking to them. You can direct them to join the Discord so that they can go ahead and show me that deal on my live stream where I'm available to look at other people's deals. Okay. So I'm not doing this one. This guy has a for sale by owner, but it's not his for sale by owner. It's somebody else's for sale by owner. This guy says, wanted to reach out to see if you get a lot of acquisitions if you need easy dispo. Oh, no. Okay, as for this guy, like I like connections like that. Well, I'll just tell her to keep sending that. I'll tell her to keep sending that. I'm not interested in that. And then this guy right here, hey, I have a property I own and looking to sell. It's at the end of my rental agreement with current tenants. I'll give you the address. Let me know it works. And this is in California as well. Okay. It's 268 James Drive in Menifee, California. That sounds rural as well. I'll always check it out. Menifee, yeah, the lack of streets lets me know we're in the middle of nowhere. Or are we? I'm so wrong about that. We are not in the middle of nowhere. This is Los Angeles Metro. Oh, okay. Okay, I guess we're not in the middle of nowhere. There might be something here. It just looked like there was no streets on the map. I looked at I mean, it is a little deep. If I'm being real, it's a little bit deep. Like, I mean, I guess people live there. I know people live there, but it's not great. Okay, let's keep looking because I'm gonna put this thing into prop stream, guys. I'm just looking at the leads that people sent me today. I don't know if anything's gonna come of it, but it's always worth looking at. Menifee, California. Okay, I have some rent that needs to be paid. Take action, man. Instead of being in a TikTok live stream, hit the phones. Hit the phones. Lots of new construction there. My mom did a flip there. Okay. I think it's worth looking into. I mean, I do think it's worth looking into. So my first step when I'm looking into a deal, guys, is I'd like to know what it brings in rent, but I'd also like to know what their debt is. So Menifee, California, what do you owe? Is this a new house? Pretty much a new house. Doesn't say that they have any debt on the property. I'll call this guy. Yeah, we'll call him. He's got a 6% interest rate. He's low equity. I honestly don't think there's anything to do with this, guys. As I was calling him, I see that he bought it for $533 in 2024, which means he's got a 6.5-7% interest rate on it. He's kind of away from the city center, so it's less likely that we'll find a retail buyer here. I don't think there's I don't think there's anything to do there. But I've got some more calls here. I've got some more. So my other VA who's on TikTok DMs sent me some other ones. Whoa, she sent me a lot. Okay. This is my more experienced VA, so she's going to be a little better. Yeah, Nikki, I am from Portland. I'm interested in sub 2 and owner financing. I have some of my own funds, but can get private money too. I'm a realtor, so I work with a few different cash buyers that I could partner with. You have anything in Southern California right now? No. I just he's saying he's a buyer. Please direct all buyers to add themselves to our buyers list via the link in my bio. What's the next situation? My family has a house at 305 Barberry Drive, Houston, Texas. If you could give us an offer, that would be great. Interesting. 305 bar. So we're just looking at deals to see if it's worth calling on. Is there any angle that I could come out here? Okay, Houston, Texas. Cool. It's nice and cheap. It's been there for 18 days. Interior is kind of shitty. Interior. This is more interesting to me. This is much more interesting. Sent a DM earlier, have a home in Oklahoma City, trying to see if you'd be interested. If you drop your address in the chat, I can put it in my program right now and see if there's something that we can do with this. Looking at this guy's house, yeah, he's free and clear. He has no debt on the property. They've owned it for 20 years. It looks like it could be a good fix and flip. I feel like this thing could be flipped pretty well. So I'm gonna figure out where we can be on that. Now, when you look up a property on Zillow, its first job is to disappear. So make sure you copy and paste the address so we know. Oh, there it is. Perfect. Okay, so guys, this could be a good flip. This could be a good cash deal. Out of all the deals I've been sent today, this is really the only one that I'm interested in. So my first step is to comp it and figure out what the value is. Everybody on Discord should be able to see my screen share right now. Is my screen share working? Hopefully working. I'm going to go for sale to sold, but first I need to know what it is. I mean, it's a 3-2 with 1965 square feet, 3 beds, 2 bath, 1965 square feet, listed at 135. Owner has privately reached out to me and asked me for an offer. Now I have somebody in my TikTok chat saying that they have a house in Oklahoma City. I just sold my house in Oklahoma City. It's a good market. 78th, Southwest 78th, Oklahoma City. Now, is this a deal? Yes. I like your house in Oklahoma City. I think I will call you. I'm interested in the Oklahoma City property. I'm looking at photos right now. Good. Yes. Okay. I actually think we have something. The Oklahoma City person, WM Trammell. Are you still here? WM Trammell. I'm probably going to send you my phone number here shortly. I'm going to check your rent really quick. I've just got one other property here to check out. I've also got to bring up some people today. I had some reminders to bring 2 people up. There's 2 people up I was supposed to bring. 2 people I was supposed to bring up today. So I was supposed to bring up an Aaron_Smith. Aaron_Smith. Is Aaron Smith here? At Aaron_Smith. Yep, that's you, Aaron Smith. Invite to speak. Okay. So you're going to rent out for $1,285, and I'm guessing your mortgage payment's about $1,000. Well, hey, WM Trammell, can you tell me what your payment is monthly? Can you tell me how much you pay monthly on your loan? That's probably the biggest. I'm estimating it at about $1,050. I think you pay $1,050 on your loan. Let me know if that's right. And then back to this guy right here who's got the flip in Texas. We're kind of doing 2 at once. It's a 1,400 square foot 3-2 from 1965. 1,400 square foot 3-2, 1965. Silly me trying to comp on Zillow in a non-disclosure state where you can't actually see the sales. You see, some places are not obligated to show you what the properties have sold for. However, I could kind of just price these high to low and see. So that's a new construction. That's land. That's not the same house. That's not the same house. That's not the same house. That's the same house right there. So does it give us a price per square foot? Ooh, doesn't really tell you the price. It says 175, but it doesn't say. I guess pending at 210 maybe. We should use PropStream for this, guys. We should use PropStream. If I want to figure out my ARV in a non-disclosure market like Texas, PropStream is probably the way to go. Sent you my address for sale if interested. Interest wasn't the best when I bought 1325. Oh. Yeah, for the Oklahoma City house, man, I would offer to take over your debt on the property so that I could rent it out. But the problem with that is that your payment is exactly what it rents out for. So you have about 10K of equity in the house. Like if you sell it, you might make, well, I guess if you pay a realtor 5K. So you'll make about 5K on the sale if you sell your house on market with a realtor. It's worth about 170 right now. You'll get an offer of maybe like 150, 155. Realtor will take 6% of that. So in that case, I don't think there's much that I can do because I would give you an offer, but my purpose is to take over the debt that you have and rent out the property. But your property has a payment that is in excess of what it will rent out for. So there's not very much that I can do for your deal. And then I also can't offer you very far below your asking price because of your mortgage balance. So why is the title called Paying Your Rent? Ooh, maybe I can change the title. Settings. If you've already completed the giveaway, you're right. It shouldn't be called that. I'm sorry. I'm gonna end the live stream and change the name. Sorry about that. I had to fix that. That was the wrong title. She's right. She's right. So this one, not much we can do. This one in Houston, they wanted an offer, but I just lost the person who I was talking to, so there's not much I can do now. All right, well, that's fine. That's fine. I've got a couple more phone calls to make. So this person says, I've got 16 rentals, $8 million in Denver, 600K a year. 16 rentals. Okay, I'll call him. I don't know what this is about. He says he got 16 rentals. Maybe he's the realtor. I think he's the realtor.
Hey, Richard.
Hey, Timothy, it's Richard. I was calling you about the 16 rentals that you sent me a text about.
I was actually, I just wrote up a whole long paragraph in TikTok I was going to send you.
Oh,
But,
good,
yeah.
good. Well, I'm going through my
Yeah.
leads today here. Hopefully now is an okay time.
Oh, yeah, no. Today's, right now is a good time.
Good.
So
tell me about the
basically,
properties.
they're all in 80210 in the Denver University area.
Great. I own pretty close to there.
All right, awesome. I wholesale out here in Denver, and I'm an agent, and then I have another agent who I work with sometimes, and she sends me stuff that she finds. And so she was, so she came across this and asked me if I would be interested in, or if I knew anybody who would want it, because I'd sold portfolios in the past, like a long time ago. So she had sent that over to me. And so that's how I ended up getting the whole thing.
Got it.
And so I have a list right now of the rent roll. The average rent on it is about $3,000 per unit, to kind of give you an idea of where they were selling at. Because I also reached out to see if any of my people want to pick up anything individually, and so they were willing to sell one of the properties at 580, and the comps are coming back at 780. So that's like a $200,000 spread. They haven't been fixed up, so it's going to cost about 100 G's to fix them up.
Sure.
But they're currently rented out, and most of the rentals are the leases aren't up until June and July from what I saw. So a lot of my clients who would pick it up, even as a fix and flip, couldn't do that with hard money because they couldn't carry it for 3 or 4 months, and wait on it.
Sure. Okay. It seems like you guys have offers like they would be a lump sum amount. The only way for me to do a deal like this would be with seller financing, but Denver's one of those markets that's high appreciating and competitive. So usually we see less seller finance deals in areas where people are more likely to purchase something in cash or get a loan for it. So this price point of house and the offers that you're already getting on something like that would probably suggest that they're not interested in taking a 10% down payment, you know?
Right, and that's what I was kind of thinking, that maybe they might not do it, but I assumed, instead of assuming I knew your network, I would ask you, and you could tell me if you didn't know anybody, because it's better to ask.
I could definitely move something, but it would have to be on seller financing terms. So I would float this. I'd say, hey, you know, if you were able to get your asking price for all 16 properties right here, right now, would you carry a note with 10% down? And we can add an interest rate on it to turn their asking price into a much higher number as well.
All right, no problem. I can swing that. I'll see what I can do.
Yeah,
I
let me
pitched
know,
that
and
on
then I can get you
mobile home parks and stuff.
Yeah, if they're interested in that, I can get you a more formal offer on that. But I would say, just before we get into it, shoot your shot with the seller financing at their asking price. Let them know that it will probably be at least 7 figures above their asking price when we factor in the interest payments here. And really probably 7 figures. I mean, if we do this for like 7, 8, 9, 10 years, and we stack even a 3 or 4% interest rate onto a multi-million-dollar purchase price, which it sounds like it's going to be millions and millions and millions of dollars, they're probably going to make significantly over their asking price and save a lot on taxes. So usually that's not something that they're open to. So shoot your shot with that. And if they are, we can talk more definitive numbers.
All right, sounds good. And if I come up with something that fits your model, I'll definitely reach out to you, because from what I've sold for like mobile home parks and RV parks, they usually go for that all the time.
Yeah, those are great because you don't really have any other buyers who are interested in it. But yeah, if you've got something like that, send it my way. For this, I'd love to work on something like this. Just let me know if they have any interest in that.
All right, we'll do. I'll let you know.
Perfect. Thanks so much. Talk soon. Bye-bye.
All right, thank you.
I'm like falling asleep on the phone, guy. Okay. Next call. I've got like 2 more here. It's a 3-bed, 1-bath, sitting on an acre near Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Keyword near. I feel like it's in the middle of nowhere. I get the vibe this thing's in the middle of nowhere. Honestly, making my job easy if it's in the middle. Oh my God. You see that, guys? How do people live out here? Like, what are you doing out here? What are you doing? What? I want to look at the street view, except for the Google car's literally never been here. Oh my gosh. Are you guys seeing my screen right now? It's just like literally in the middle of nowhere. What are you doing out here? Don't you like human interaction? Don't you like restaurants? No. Humans? No. Gym? No. Gas station and church? Yes. Like, that's probably all you have. You probably have a gas station, like one gas station and a church there. And that's just like, look at it. The church is closed. Oh my God. Ain't no way. Keyword near Sioux Falls. Ain't no way. Gosh, I do want to look up the town just because I'm so curious about what the hell you do out here. How many people you think live here? I bet a total of like 200 live here. Ooh, I was wrong. Closer to 2,000. Older guy here sounds wonderful. Okay, I guess, but I don't know. Don't, even as an older guy, don't you sometimes desire, like, I don't know, to maybe go to dinner? Oh, it's a ghost town. It's literally just a ghost town. Ain't nobody here. They got a general store. Oh yeah, no. There's no. I don't respond to those. St. Louis. Hey, Richard, I got a 4-unit residential property in St. Louis I'm looking to sell. That is what I'm talking about. 4 units, St. Louis, Missouri. That's what I'm talking about. Let's check this out. Okay, it's going to be deep in the hood. I'm guessing that we have What do you think? 4 or 6 shootings in the past 2 weeks there? 4 or 6 shootings in the past 2 weeks. Let's do spot crime. Spot crime is important to me. St. Louis is it's not 4, it's not 6. I think that's the record. I think that's the record. Do y'all think that's the record? Having a lot of trouble getting investors for my contracts. I'm starting out with leads from cold callers. Yeah, go to Zillow, bro. Go to Zillow and try learning creative finance. Guys, that's insane. So we're going to call this person and ask, because I'm like, hey, are your tenants still alive? Are your tenants like living or like not living? Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. That's right. There are 20 shootings in the past 2 weeks here. And honestly, that's past 3 days. That's past 3 days. That's past day. That's past day. That's past day. That's past day. Oh, I just clicked on an ad. Damn it. That's past day. That's past 4 days. That's past 2 days. Oh my God. This is literally like a war zone. Guys, it's not even like maybe a war zone. This is actually a war zone. Guys, the oldest shooting here is 4 days old. I kid you not, the oldest shooting is 4 days old. And almost all of them are past 24 hours. How do I get my investor to walk the property without getting shot? What website shows you the crime? Spot Crime. It's fully free. Guys, just one more look here because I think it's a record. I think that's a record. That is a record. And you want to know the crazy part here? That's from the 1st of February. That's from the 1st of February. That's from the 3rd of February, which is literally today, February 3rd at 8 a.m. Why aren't you not asleep? February 1st, guys, look at that. All of those shootings are past 24 hours. February 2nd, past 24 hours. January 30th. I've never seen anything like that. All of them are past 24 hours. So guys, that's like you hear automatic or you hear gunfire every hour or so. Like you're just living in your house, going about your day. Oh, there we go. There's another one. Insane. What are people doing in St. Louis, Missouri? I got to tell my editor to clip that. Hey, just now, this person shows me this deal in St. Louis, Missouri, and I say, how many shootings do you think we'll have there? 4 or 6? I kid you not, there are 20 in the past 4 days. Most of them in the past, like, 1 day. 20. Very interesting. I think we should post it. And I'm also going to call the seller right now, so hopefully we can clip that call too. Wow. Okay, let's see what the seller said. Let's look at the property first and foremost, because oh my gosh, I can't believe it. I just can't believe it. So do we have a street view? Yes, we do have a street view. Do we have bullet holes in the walls? No, but everything is abandoned. Literally everything is abandoned here. There's definitely bodies in the alleyway. Oh, through and through, you have bodies in the alleyway. Look at that house. Look at that house. Nobody lives there. No way. This part of the town is just gone. It's just gone. You can do a deal out here. It is. What do you think this advertisement's for? I think you can do a deal out here. It's just this part of town is just ain't nothing here. I guess it gets a little bit better as you go past that, but we're right here, right? I think this is the building. Or maybe that's the building. No, this is the building. This thing looks cooked. This was September of 25. I can't imagine that this thing is in better condition now. We got to call the seller just to understand what's going on. I have to know how they came into that property. We're going to call them. So they owe 85K. Maybe they'll just let me take over their debt. Maybe if it's turnkey, they'll just like, yeah, you take it over for free. Because I think I could wholesale that. I honestly, despite all of the things happening here, can we see the property on TikTok? Yeah, it looks awful. It looks actually awful. That's the property, and this is the area. So the area looks like this. Like, look at these houses. You see that? Boarded up windows, completely dilapidated, broken, burned down. I mean, you've definitely got people. There's people in here. There's definitely people in here, but they're not the type of people you'd want to encounter, and I don't think that they're paying rent. I don't think they're paying rent, but I do think that they're in the property. If you understand what I'm saying, I think that they're doing some stuff in there they might get in trouble for. Okay. I'm going to call them. He lives in California. He lives in San Francisco. He's not from here. How can I see your screen? Discord via the link in my bio. This is an advertisement for my screen share. You just go to the link in my bio.
Your call has been
He doesn't know who I am, so I should probably send him a message. Calling about Mary Ave. He'll call me back in a second for that. Okay, now I've just got one follow-up to do with the Parkview agent. I've been working on this lead for 3 months, maybe 4 months. Interested in selling my house. May I have your address, please? Half the people who tell me they're interested are low equity.
Your call has been forwarded.
Call Harry Gold.
I don't see a L. Harvey.
L. Harvey Gold. Where did you get L. Harvey Gold? No equity, but high cash flow is beautiful. It's beautiful. It means you can get into the down payment for a small amount of money to make a high amount of money. Jacksonville.
Man.
Hey, I finally got Parkview to agree and send me a contract. Is that still something you want?
Oh, nice. Yeah, I think that's an interesting one. Yeah, please send it over.
Okay. It's just 10K down, and I'm gonna send you the address, and you have a 1-year balloon on that to do whatever you want.
Cool. Does that 10K include
It does.
everything?
Well, you
nice.
got closing costs. It includes my assignment fee.
Okay. 10K including assignment fee. You know, I don't usually do this, but I mean, I'm just at this point, I'm just lining up profits. So
you have a long time. You don't have to start the project for months if you want. You can start the project in 6 months if you wanted to.
Yeah, cool, exactly. And it's at a low interest rate. So
well, remember, you have to refinance. So it is at a low interest rate. It's not like a 3 or something, but you have to refinance at a year.
But, yeah, no, I understand.
Okay, good. All right.
That's a long time in my world.
Yeah. I just sent you the address if you want to review it. But I texted the realtor. She's like, "Yes, we finally agreed. Sending you a contract shortly." I'm like, "Okay, great. Thank you. Finally."
Cool. Nice.
And guess what? My flip in Detroit will be ready on Monday.
Nice. I love to hear that.
Yes.
Great.
Yes. Thank you. Super excited. Well, let me know what you think about that shortly so that I can tell her yes or no on it.
Okay. I'll review within the next 30 minutes.
Okay. Do you want me to tell you what they owe? I think it's 61. I think you're taking over a 61K loan.
It's definitely relevant.
Yeah, I'll tell you right now. Hold on.
Okay.
It's 60,900.
They really thought about this offer.
what happened is wholesalers hit them up left and right, and I myself, being a wholesaler, can't really talk, but wholesalers just kept hitting him up left and right, and it's like, well, I might take this offer, and I'm like, guys, that's a fake offer. It's not going to close. And then they finally took my offer.
Great, beautiful. I love to hear it.
All right,
I'll review soon.
perfect. Thanks so much. Talk soon.
Thank
Bye
you.
bye.
All right, bye.
Okay, that's you guys know what my assignment fee is on that? It's $1,000. $1,000. Whatever. Okay. Yeah, it's embarrassing. It's bad. But you know, I don't really have to do anything. I don't have to do anything. I just I got the contract sent to me. I sign it. I assign it to Harry. I give it to my team. I forget about it. Okay. So I got I'll take $1,000. Okay. What am I buying with $1,000? I bought my dad a birthday present today. It was like $450. So I guess I made that money back. Hello, sir. Can you teach me how to do 8? What is 8? Okay, I'm going to look up your deal now in Jacksonville. By the way, Jacksonville is a slept on market, guys. Fix and Flip Central 3265. 3265. It's my birthday. Happy birthday, Ian. Enjoy yourself. I'm looking up your address right now. Net Court, Jacksonville, Florida. And just because we were talking about crime, I don't think you have any crime in your area. I'm just looking at your house. It doesn't look like an area where there'd be crime. Guys, price point kind of indicates crime. Gosh, I can't speak. I'm going to look it up though. Yeah, no, there's lots of crime, but there's no shootings here, which is good because Jacksonville does have shootings, but just not here. But honestly, you don't even need to look that up. I was just curious because we were already talking about that sort of stuff. But yeah, so this is interesting. He has a... I'll talk to him. It's only lost. Can I get your phone number in my DMs? It's only lost. We'll talk. It's only lost. Okay. What? Or I'll just say, call me. Call me. Okay. Well, I guess I sent him my number. It's only lost. If you want to give me a call. $40-50K rehab, 2% interest. No. I need to know more about that. But yeah, it seems like 60 down. No, 60 down doesn't make sense. You can put less down with a hard money loan. That's your problem right there. 60K down doesn't work. Okay. I think we're good there. If this guy calls me, we'll talk. What do you think, guys? Questions or Zillow acquisitions for maybe 20 or 30 minutes? Questions or Zillow acquisitions for 20 or 30 minutes? Oh, here's the guy. Hey, man.
Hey, what's going on?
Not much. How you doing?
I'm good. You?
I'm doing pretty well. I looked at the property. There might be something here, man. What's your goal with it?
Honestly, I don't know. I kind of got a couple of debt that I needed to take care of, and I own another property. So I have 2 properties. Both of them are VA. The one that I sent you, I refinanced that one, I believe, 2 years ago. So it's at a 4.99 right now.
Nice.
And I think I owe 270.
Got it. Okay.
But I feel like if I sell it, I'm not going to make any money, or I might be under.
Yeah,
But
I'll
I
be
don't
honest, your
know.
estimated value is 260 right now, and the realtor is going to charge you about 6%. So, we're in a buyer's market right now, which means people negotiate heavy because they can. Buyers kind of hold the power. But let's say somebody's like, no negotiation, I'll give you full asking price. 6% comes out of the sales price. You'd end up having to stroke a $7,000 check to sell the property, which does make it a little bit challenging. However, you've got a halfway decent interest rate. Maybe somebody would want to move into the property. Are there back payments on that property, or is everything caught up?
Everything's caught up.
Everything's caught up. And is this a property you're currently living in?
No, I have a tenant in there right now.
Oh, got it. What's the tenant paying?
2100.
2100. And is the payment just about 2100 as well?
It used to be. And I purchased this house. And here in Florida, I'm 100% disabled. So disabled veteran. So I don't pay property tax. So, but only for my primary. So when I switched it over to here, it took away any benefits from the other one. So I was only paying $1,900, but now it bumped up to $2,500, and
So
it's not.
So the payment on the net court property in Jacksonville, you're saying it's 2,500 or 1,900?
No, it was 1,900, and then it bumped up to 2,500 this year because I switched over the benefits where I was not paying property tax over there to my new address.
Got it. Okay. I don't think those terms would necessarily extend to me per se, given that I'm not a veteran, so I probably would be paying property taxes. Do you think the payments would probably still be around 2,500 if we took over the underlying loan?
I believe so. I have no idea, to be honest, but that's why I was trying to see if there was an option that I can go or just keep eating away on like paying an extra $400 or $500 to the bank.
There is an option here. I don't think it's a great solution, but there is something that we could try for. In theory, if you were to give your tenant 30 days notice to leave the property, I might be able to find you somebody to take over the debt. Emphasis on the might. I don't know if that'll happen because the payment's kind of high for the area, but it's possible. It's definitely possible that we could do something like that. Is your lease going to be a 12-month lease or a month-to-month lease?
Right now we got a property manager, but I believe that we locked in at a 12-month lease. But I think it should be coming up in August.
August or so? Okay. Yeah, honestly, there's not much we can do because I sell to investors and retail buyers. So retail buyers are like, I want to move into the property. And investors are like, I want a cash flow on the property. So I'll tell you what, if you call me come August and the tenant is out of the property, I think there's something that we could do to get the debt off your plate here and off your credit score to make the other property a little bit easier to pay for. But with a tenant in place, my thoughts are like, well, somebody can't really move into it and we can't really invest in it because the investment's a bit of a headache right now, if you catch my drift.
Yes. Okay.
So yeah, I would say, I guess, wait until August. Your other option here, the only other option I can think of is kind of a short sale. A short sale is when you sell a property for less than you owe on it and you have to get bank approval to do that. And it's possible that you could short sale the property, although I will say it could be quite a hit to your credit score. So you may want to wait until August until we can do something.
Okay. I think I'll go that route. Wait for August.
Yeah. Sorry I couldn't help you out, man. Maybe we can do something in the future.
Okay. Sounds good.
Absolutely. Talk soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay. Damn. I lost 871 followers on Instagram yesterday. That's crazy. But I also gained about 871, so it was kind of like a net zero. Anyways, should we do some questions or Zillow acquisitions? Do we talk to Aaron Smith? Is Aaron Smith? Aaron Smith is here. Hi, Aaron. How are you? Try to speak again. I might have had my mic off.
I said good. How are you?
I'm doing well. What can I help you out with? I remember we were going to bring you up maybe for a call. I just kind of forgot.
Yeah, no, I had a quadplex deal in Saginaw. I was waiting on the mortgage statement from the seller. And her interest rate is actually 7.9, and her monthly payment is 1150. Yesterday she had told me it was like 820, I believe.
That's
But
okay.
now she had still sent this over. Do you think this is still going to be a deal?
Yeah, because it's a quadplex. I mean, minimum it rents out for 600 per unit, right?
Yeah, 700 for the 3 single bedrooms and 800 for the 2 bedroom.
Okay, so we are bringing in 1500 plus 1600, so 3100.
Yes.
Oh, dude, no problem. You're paying 1100 and you're bringing in 3100.
Yeah.
Bro, that's great. That's great passive income right there, and it's already occupied.
No. It's completely vacant.
Great. What's our condition?
May need 2,500 to like $3,000 per unit, maybe paint and carpet.
Oh yeah, I'm looking now. Just stained carpet and everything else seems to be put together. Stained carpet and a little bit ugly and a little bit dirty, but other than that, it's okay.
Yeah.
Oh, bro, you're so chilling. You're so chilling. That's totally
And
fine. So you got an 8% rate, potential income $3,000 per month. You've got 1,100, and you say, were you the guy talking about $3,500 down, or is that somebody else?
yeah, no, we ended up agreeing today at $4,000 down.
Bro, you have okay. So given the rehab, given the vacancy, given the location, $4,000 down. I want to say at least 6 or 7, but easily $10,000. I honestly think 10 is extremely feasible on that deal. It's probably a $10,000 deal.
Perfect.
Just the rehab is a little bit frustrating, but honestly, you'll probably do 7 because what I'm guessing is buyer walks the property and they're like, oh, condition, and I'm like, well, it's a low entry fee at $7,000 for our assignment. So I'm thinking it'll probably start at 10 and go down to 7 after they realize the renovation.
Okay. Yeah, and in the area, honestly, it isn't that great. So there isn't much value to be added to the property by renovating anyway. So
Okay. Well, it's a rental play. It's a rental play. So we're just renovating to rent out the units. I mean, this is entertaining. And Burke, I just brought you up here. And Sammy, I'd need to know about the rate. Yasu, we can talk, but I'm gonna go ahead and Jarek. I don't remember bringing up Jarek. I don't remember that. Oh wait, yes, I do. I do remember that. Never mind. Sorry. Anyway, you can come back up. Sorry. Sometimes people put random people on my stage. Anyways, do you need anything from me? Because that's an excellent deal. Do you want me to do the contract, or what do you need?
no, I'm good. You just told me to come back up on stage because you were going to try and sell it today, but she was going to talk the contract over with their husband and get back to me. She said either sometime tomorrow or later in the week. So
Okay. Well, hey, I'm gonna give you my cell phone number. You wanna go ahead and bug me when you get that under contract, and I'll sell it for you on stream.
yeah, that'll work.
Okay, cool. I like that. Good plan. Talk soon. Okay. Very good job. By the way, where'd you find this?
Zillow on market.
Just $10,000 laying on the ground. How many calls did it take?
Like 5.
We had this discussion yesterday, but are you the 19-year-old?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah. Well, I'll let you know, another 19-year-old in this community, Rowan Gill. I don't know if you like cars, but he just bought an M2 competition with his wholesale proceeds.
Yeah, I think I heard you talking about that yesterday.
Absolutely nasty. Anyways, you're on that path, man. Keep pushing, dude. Keep pushing. So yeah, bye. Okay. I'm going to do a couple Zillow acquisitions, guys. Is that what you want, Chad? Is that what you're looking for? Can I just do a couple Zillow calls? Okay. I'm going to target a bit of an interesting list today. I'm going to target middle equity Section 8 housing in Detroit. Middle equity Section 8 housing in Detroit. So let's go ahead and check out Lightning Leads. We haven't been on Lightning Leads in a second. Let's see how Lightning Leads is working. So Lightning Leads shows you a lot of the mortgage takeover deals that we're looking to call on. I'm going to go ahead and click here. I'm going to go to Detroit, one of my favorite markets right now. We love Detroit, Michigan. I'm going to do on market. I'll do single family for now, but honestly, it doesn't really matter. On market, mortgage takeover, price range. Max price, I probably would like to not really see anything over maybe like 110 because I want it to cash flow. I want it to work for Section 8. So why am I targeting middle equity? Because I can make a cash offer, and if they decline my cash offer, I can offer to take over the debt. So let's just see what we have here. Okay. Well, that's not what I looked for. Let's try that again. That's what I was looking for. Great. Well, that's nice. I like this. I like this a lot. That's very nice. Okay. Well, look at this. I've already found something I'm interested in. So this is already entertaining, guys. Look at this. We got a single family house, Detroit, Michigan. Interior has been, I don't think they flipped it. I think that's fake staging. I think, well, maybe that's.
Richard, we can see this.
Oops. Sorry about this. Thank you. My bad, guys. My bad. A little bit slow today. Okay, so guys, all I did is I went to Detroit. I did lightning leads, and it pulled up what I was looking for. So you guys remember the middle equity houses I was talking about? These are those middle equity houses, guys. So I'm going to call an offer to take over debt. And I'd be really excited to do it on something like this. As long as this were a 3-1, it's not that I can't do it as a 2-1. It's that I can't really make my cash offer. I can really only make my mortgage takeover offer on something like this. We'll start with this guy, though. We'll start with this guy. Investor ready, 2-bed, 1-bath. Comps around $1,100 monthly. Cool. Let's call this guy. Let's just see what his payment is. His payment's like, oh, he's got a really high PITI. Never mind. There's nothing to do there. Even if we get him to agree to take over the debt, there's probably very little to do. I will double check his monthly payment on PropStream just to ensure that that's really the case. So monthly payment is telling me, yeah, wait a second. That's a little bit high. I guess Batch Leads has different information than PropStream because we get this data from Batch Data, guys, and Batch Data is telling us this, but that's not quite the case. Not quite the case. So yeah, I do actually like that individual right here. Let's give him a call. Here we go, calling. No response. No response. Let me just call the next one here. Maybe we do, I want my perfect middle equity one. So that's a nice little middle equity one. We could go, it looks like this one could almost go, whoa, that's a 2-1, is it? No, it's a 3-1. It's a 3-1. This is, okay, wrong house, sorry. Not interested. I don't need you either. Might use that later. Okay. So this is interesting, guys. I think the reason I like this one is because they owe 85. I don't think I could get it for 85K cash. I think I'd probably have to get it lower if it were a Section 8 deal. Let me just find out because most of my Section 8 deals kind of top out at about 80,000. So let's just see. Your rent on this is okay. That's really good rent right there. That's actually great rent. You've got really, really nice rent on the property. I don't think we could make a cash offer though. I don't think we could make a cash offer. The only offer is to offer to take over the debt. So I could offer to take over the debt. We'll see if we can take over the debt here. E-Town Life says boring. I know sometimes work is just a little boring, but you know it's not boring? Money. Hey, Dr. Doom. Just hit the phones, man, and film it, and you're there. That's all I did. All I did is I hit the phones and I filmed it.
Hi, you reached Doug. Sorry, Mr.
Hey, Doug, my name's Richard. I'm a small-time investor in Detroit. I do about 1 to 2 per month here. I saw your listing on Green Lawn. I think it would be a great rental, but I've got kind of a weird offer. I don't know if your client would be open to it. It looks like they're kind of low equity. They're listed for 110, but it's been there for like 90 days, and they have a loan on it of 85. I was wondering, would you let me pay your commission and then potentially offer your client? I don't know. Let's start with $7,500. I'd say I'll pay your commission and I'll offer your client $7,500 to take over the debt. That would kind of be equivalent to like a $93,000 offer on Green Lawn Street. Debt is going to be offset from debt to income ratio so that they can qualify for new loans. They don't have to worry about that. Your commission is covered by me. I'm covering closing costs. Your client's net proceeds would be $7,500, which perhaps they're interested in given their time on market. I don't know if I'm barking up the wrong tree here, but you think that's something your client would consider, or maybe we shouldn't present it? I always like to send voicemails like that. I'm a software developer. I hate my job. Yeah, I have a number of software developers and their jobs are rough. So guys, anytime I make an offer like that, I'm going to copy and paste my address into my calls tab just to know that I called. And then I'm going to say offered commission plus 7,500 to take over debt. I'm going to say verbal offer for your listing on Green Lawn. We'll just see if he gets back to me. And usually I reach out to 5 of them and one of them texts me back. We got this guy. We got this guy. How much? We might want to be a little lower here, guys, because our cash flow is a little tight at these higher prices. Let's get a little lower. 3 bed, 1 bath, $300 cash flow. Interior appears to be turnkey. I'm interested in something like that. They've been there for 139 days. That's a great deal right there, guys. You see why that's a great deal? Oh, wait, I'm sorry. They owe $58K, but I could do cash on this. This is one where I could do cash. So this is that middle equity, guys. This is that middle equity. We can do a cash offer, but we could also do a mortgage takeover offer. So that's interesting, guys, because I can offer them probably more profit from the mortgage takeover than I can with the cash, kind of depending on what it's going to rent out for. Come on, Zillow. Okay, $1,300. That's not bad. $1,300 rent. At 100 and that's not the house though. I don't think that's the house. Well, is that the house? Yeah, that's the house. So they want 85 and it's going to rent out for $1,300. I'd love to get something like that for 68. Would my mortgage takeover offer make sense? No, it's pretty equivalent. It's pretty equivalent. Well, maybe I could do more. Let's run our cash on cash return, guys. If I get it at 70, my buyer pays minimum 72. So let's say I get it at $70,000. My buyer pays 72,000. It's currently listed for 8. I don't think so, man. I don't think so. I think I need it at 68. I think 68. I don't know about 70. That's too close to list. $68,000. My down payment, if I'm a buyer here, is going to be $13,600. Do you guys understand what I'm talking about when I say down payment if I'm a buyer here? I'm talking about if I get a loan. If I get a loan to buy this property, this is what my down payment is going to be. So I'm not talking about a seller finance down payment or a mortgage takeover down payment. I'm saying if I'm a buyer paying $68,000, my down payment's $13,600. Does that make sense? Yeah, okay. By the way, I really need a new project in Detroit. I'm almost done with my project in Detroit. If you guys have a flip in Detroit for me, like a multifamily or a single family that I can convert into a multifamily, I would love to buy that off of you. I'm not talking wholesale. I'm talking I'm your end buyer. I will also do the same thing in Cleveland, Ohio. So we got 20% down here, 7.3% interest. That's your monthly payment. Let's add $250. 372 plus 250. 622 is going to be my payment per month, and I'm renting out for 1,300. So 1,300 times 0.8, subtracting 622. This is your monthly cash flow. Multiplying that by 12, this is your yearly cash flow. Dividing that by your total entry cost, which if we get it at 68, we really should run it at 70. So at 70,000, it's a $10 difference. So let's subtract $10. So let's do minus 10. So that's the real number. And then we're going to divide that by 19,000. Why $19,000? Well, that's a 26% cash on cash return. I like 68 for this. I like 68. Let's call. If they decline it, maybe I can offer them more to take over their debt.
Yeah. Technology and hustle.
Will I get a hold of somebody? Will you pick up the phone? Starting at 68 here.
Hello, this is Ryan.
Hey, Ryan, I was calling about the listing on Beeland Street. Is that one under contract or still available?
It is still available.
Excellent. I'm going to make you an offer here. I shot it over to my lender, and he just had a few questions that I couldn't answer from the photos. He was just asking if there was anything going on condition-wise. Apparently, some of these houses that have been on market for like 100+ days have gone under contract and fallen out of contract, and maybe there's a reason for it condition-wise. But before I send you over my pre-approval, he just wanted me to confirm that piece of info with you.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with the house. By the way, I follow you on TikTok, man. Your content's awesome.
Oh, great. Thanks. Nice to meet you. Your name's Ryan?
Yes, that's correct.
Great. Wait, I sent this over to my guy. He got me pre-approved. I don't know if your client would want it, but I'm at 68 on this one. You think we could present it?
Definitely can't present it. It'll be tough to get them to accept something that low just based off of what they owe. Off the top of my head, I don't remember exactly what they owe on it, but he's definitely underwater on it.
Okay. Do you think we could offer to pay your commission and then give him some money to take over the debt as well?
He's been pretty reluctant to do something like that. I've pitched it to him a few times because I've had a lot of calls like that over the last few months. He's been pretty hesitant to do that, but I mean, his options are pretty limited at this point. We've obviously been on the market for a while, so.
I can handle objections because if he's like, how do I know if they're going to take over my debt that this is going to be offset from my credit score? I've got a great solution for that mortgage broker that can explain exactly how that happens. And then I think perhaps we could offer him a little bit more than he'd make at the 68. Public records telling me he owes like 58, so I could probably get him 10,000 cash and your commission on top of it to take over the debt, or we could go the conventional route at 68. But you want me to send you a proof of funds for that and then kind of the terms of the offer to present?
Yeah, if you could, present it in both ways, I can definitely see if whatever route works best for him.
Sure. Yeah, let's see if we can get something done here, man. Thanks so much. I'll shoot it over now.
All right, talk soon.
Bye-bye. Okay, it helps if you make videos, but I've been saying that. Film yourself, guys. Film yourself, because eventually you call realtors and realtors are like, oh, I should be careful because if I refuse to present it, he will clip me and put it on TikTok. Anyways, that's great. That was great, guys. Okay, well, that was a single connected phone call, and yes, I had a bit of an upper hand there, but at the same time, I just feel like you don't have to make too many of those phone calls before you get a yes. Is this your only account? Yes. Notice how the name is spelled wrong. They don't have any followers and their videos get no views. Yes. Okay. Let's call my editor really quick. How much is the course? It's a lot. It's crazy. It's like $20 whole. Like the cost of the vape in your pocket. Oh. Yeah, Hold My Hand Wholesale is $20, bro. That's why we're the biggest on the internet.
Your call has been.
Hey, I just had a great call.
Hey, you just had a call?
A great call. Tomorrow's clip. This is 100% tomorrow's clip. We had an agent in Detroit. I just called them. I hit him with my pitch. First thing he says is, I follow you on TikTok. And I was like, oh, hell yeah, let's get a deal done. It turns out he's like kind of underwater on his mortgage, but we could also make a cash offer. And it's just, it's an awesome moment. I think we should clip it.
Perfect. All right, cool. I jotted that down. We'll have that done.
Great. Thank you so much. Talk soon. Bye-bye. Okay, let's send this guy an offer. So I just feel like we're going to get something done here. Okay, let me check this real quick. So their payment's $681. I think I believe the payment. Offer to take over debt. That was me. Let's get this deal done. Let's go, Ryan. Let's get this done. Okay. Offer to take over debt. They pay $681 and it will rent for $1,300. So that's good. I'd love to take over your client's debt. Look at that. We got the realtor in the chat now. That's crazy. I call the realtors in my chat. Okay, so offer one, $68K via DSCR loan. It would be a great rental at $68,000. And then offer two to take over debt. Ryan, how much you need for commission? Can I give you $2,500 cash for commission? Will your brokerage be okay with that? If I was like, yo, here's $2,500 cash for your commission, you could get more, but it would have to come from the seller side out of the down payment I give them. Because I'm going to give your client I'd like to give him 10K if I can give you 25. But we could also do 9K to your client and 35 to you. I just don't know. Yes, that works. Okay, he says that works. Okay, 2. So 10,000. That's good because your client will net 10 on that. $10,000 to your paid to your client. $2,500 paid to you. All closing costs covered to take over loan of $58,000. You can tell your client that this will be offset from their credit score. And then this would, well, I don't want to complicate it too much. So I'll just send you that for now along with proof of funds. So I can go into methodology. I'd say this, man. So it's not a subject to offer. So Ryan, I think you've been getting called with subject to offers. Subject to offers present a little bit of an issue for your client, like due on sale clause issue. I do it differently. It's a little different, but I don't want to cause any confusion as of late. So I can't speak right now. Go to your client. Let me know what they say to that. And if they're like, the second offer is interesting, we'll all hop on a phone call together and I can explain exactly what I'm talking about doing here. But it's not a subject to offer. I have a multifamily 65K ARV 145. I might buy something like that. Can you tell me where that is? If that's in Detroit or Cleveland, I might buy something like that. Detroit or Cleveland, potentially? Thanks, Ryan. Let's get him proof of funds. Bear with me for a sec, guys. I need to log. I can't share my screen on this. I'm logging into my bank account. I'm also going to add bro to my contacts. So his name is Ryan. Ryan-17650 Beeland agent. And then I'll put you in my list right here. We'll just say here. Offer made via text, cash, and creative pitched. Okay. Okay, bank account. He needs proof of funds. Verification code is this. Let me in. Okay, proof of funds. All right. What do you think, guys? One more? Just maybe just like one or two more. Detroit multifamily, 65K offer, 145K ARV. Mommy Tomov. Is that under contract? I would buy something like that. Mommy Tomov, is that under contract? Can I wholesale at 14? Yes. Yes, you're in the Discord. Mommy Tomov, what's your username? Greg, not Cap. I had a 12-year-old do a deal. We just have to sign for them, or their parents have to sign. And when it comes to sending them their money, we have to get the parents' permission first. So, Mommy Tomov, let me get your username on Discord. I'd love to look at that deal. Okay, maybe she'll tell me her handle, but I want to bring you up. Maybe you're also Mommy Tomov. Oh, Mommy Tomov is here. There she is. Hello.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, how are you?
I'm doing great.
What is your profile picture? What am I looking at?
I know, yeah, I don't know how to change it.
What is that?
It's just some, when those, I don't know, when you could buy those, like,
It's Squid Games.
I'm not sure exactly thing.
It's Squid Games, right?
How do I send you the deal?
Well, is it under contract?
I just spoke to the agent and I sent it over because it's cash. So I sent the text with the proof of funds.
Good.
And he's presenting it to the seller. And then as soon as I hear from him, I'm gonna submit it. Yeah, so that's just where I'm at right now. And I just started. And thank you so much. And this is amazing. I'm actually have my license in California. I'm a realtor.
Hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about. It's great to do both the businesses there. Well, hey, I'd love to check out your deal. Do you have a decent discount off of list price? Because at the end of the day, that's what we are looking for. It doesn't need to be crazy, but ideally a good discount.
Yeah, the list price was $85.
Good. Very good. So nice little 20K discount on that. Let's go ahead and check. Let's check the deal. So are you on a laptop right now?
I think I have it on both. I'm on my laptop and on my phone.
Do you have a Windows or an Apple?
Apple.
So if you're on Apple, you're going to take those two fingers on your mouse pad and click on my face. So just like right here on my screen, click on my face or just my camera that you're seeing, and it will say message, and then you should be able to send me a message.
Okay. I'm trying here. I'm sorry. I wish I could just tell you, but that's not good.
No, it's okay because we don't want anybody to steal your deal, which does unfortunately happen.
Yeah, I'm trying it on both, so to try.
So if you're on your phone, you can hold down on my face and click message. Or laptop, you just two finger click on the trackpad and click message.
Hold down on your face. Okay, got it. Okay, I'm gonna send it to you right now.
Hey Burke, if you post another comment like that in the chat, I'm going to ban you. Do you understand? That's called hate speech, and I don't take it lightly. So don't post another comment like that in my chat.
Okay, I sent it to you. Oh my god, I'm shaking right now. This is my first deal, and I just started once all your that issue happened with YouTube, so all the videos were gone. That's kind of when I started, but I've been watching them.
No worries. No
Still
worries.
trying to get that whole mortgage takeover. So I was like, let me just start with the cash because that's a lot easier for now.
Perfect. Let's check it out. So, oh, cool, nice. Detroit duplex. So I like this level of distress. It's medium distress. My last project was much worse. You know, it's got issues for sure, but I like the issues. The issues are nice to me. It looks like it's got a solid foundation. It also is kind of pretty. It's kind of a pretty property. I'm not gonna lie. I don't want to get your hopes up, but I just get a really good feeling about this deal. I just get a really good feeling about this deal. There's a couple things that we need to look at. I need to check your ARV, and I need to check to see how many people have been killed in the past day here because we're in Detroit. So we have to check this out because the crime is.
Yeah, I did check that. There was no shootings in the area, but yeah, you can double check.
I did.
And then the ARV that I saw was maybe I think it was 145 that I saw.
Dude, this is good. So far, I'm really liking it. So, guys, there's about 1 million assaults here, but that's okay. That's just Detroit, but there's no shootings. It's been here for 47 days. So, my initial thoughts on your deal are really good. You've got the minimum discount. So, you've hit the minimum discount. I say minimum because anything less than this, it would be like, you haven't really done a discount. But here, this is a great little discount that you've got. I love it. I love the condition of the property so far. Some of my takeaways are that you have vinyl windows. Vinyl windows are a massive expense, and you already have vinyl windows. I'd love to see the street view because it kind of lets me know how tenants would feel about the area. Oh, it's cozy. It's kind of next to a park, and there is a nice car parked outside. I'm going to go ahead. So neighbors' houses are abandoned, unfortunately, but it's not the end of the world. That's not the end of the world. Also, this is taken November 22, so they're probably not abandoned anymore. So your neighbors' houses chances are they're no longer abandoned. You probably need a new roof, which is okay. Your windows.
Yeah, that is what he said, that it just needs a new roof. It's halfway done, but.
Got it. I wish I had a more modern street view photo because I have a street view from 2022 and it doesn't look that bad. Neighbors' houses are abandoned, but it's not the end of the world. That's not the end of the world here. So far looking good. I'm going to check out the comps now because I really am looking. I'm ready to go under contract for something right now. No.
Yeah, I knew that's what you were looking for, so I was like, that's what I'm going to go after then.
Yeah. This is really entertaining. So I'm trying to find the location of the property here on Zillow. Zillow makes it so damn hard to find these properties. There it is. Found it. And then you're right on the edge of the zip code. So I do want to see your zip code because, guys, you can't comp outside of a zip code. So I want to comp within the same zip code here. We're going to zoom in a little. We're going to draw around this boundary. Goes to here, then down to here, then down to here, then down to there. Okay, cool. All right, so that's looking good to me. Your neighboring comps look to be okay. You've got a $140,000 house for sale. It's the neighbor's house, so that's entertaining. That looks pretty good. I do want to know what we are. So we are a 4-bed, 2-bath duplex from 1912. I'm going to go from for sale to sold here, and we're going to start looking at the comps. Now, this doesn't really show where your property is, so this just shows the neighboring comps. So this is the kicker right here. This is the biggest part. So I'm going to go, I clicked on sold. The house is somewhere around here, guys. That's all I can say. If I price this thing high to low, let's see what we have. So we're a 4-2 duplex. You've actually got a lot of really high sales in the area. That's kind of a neighboring house. Where's that guy? Oh, that's over there. Where's this guy? Then you got that. Oh, that's nice. Look at this. Look at that. That's single family. I thought that was a multifamily. Do we have any multifamily here? Because I will say single family are kind of listed as multifamily in Detroit. Then you got this guy. I don't know what that is. Some sort of multifamily. Then there's that. You actually do have kind of a lot of high comps. but I don't exactly have something that is what we are.
I don't know if you had the multifamily checked under the home type.
So multifamily. So these are multifamilies, but they're not quite what we are. These are a little different. That's some sort of quadplex. This is a duplex because it's only got 2 bedrooms, but it sold for 300,000. And you've got this guy right here for 250 as a duplex. I will put in my past 12 months filter just to see what that does. Past 12 months. So I will say this is a different zip code. So I want to stop at this line. So I'm gonna stop at this line. I'm gonna go down to here, and then over here perhaps, and then I go over here. So I need a little bit more comps. I need some more comps, and I might even go more than 12 months. I might even go 24 months just because I really want to see what these things are selling for. Home type, multifamily, sold, price high to low. Okay. So apply, high to low. Okay. So there's, wow, there's just not a lot of comps here. And most of the comps are like 70, 85, 17, 22, 80, 15, 35. What were you looking at for comps? Because honestly, I can't find anything that is what we are. I just can't find anything.
I kind of just did a circle. Let me see. I think it was like 145 that I found.
This line can't be crossed, and then this line unfortunately can't be crossed either because we enter into a new zip code. So I just
okay.
The area is not that bad though. Your area really isn't that bad. I just don't really have a lot of comps here. So this guy, that sold in March of 2024. That was a while ago for 80,000. It's really hard to comp with something that's old, that's as old as that is.
I have an address of one that was sold, 4-bed, 1 bath, though, 120, kind of near it. Sold in October.
I'll pause my screen share here. What's the address on that? Your comp?
3682 Field Street, Detroit.
Okay, and let me go ahead and get your address again, just to make sure. The only problem is the lack of comps, but we'll check to see if that's a comp. So your property is in that zip code, 48, okay. Different zip code, unfortunately. Different zip code. So it's definitely hard to, and honestly, we have to comp a duplex with a duplex. So it's a duplex. We got to comp a duplex with a duplex. Honestly, it's a coin toss. It could go well and it could go poorly. I just don't know. It's a bit of a coin toss here.
That's okay. Thank you so much, Rich. I'm going to, of course, shoot my shot, and hopefully I hear back from the seller. And then once I do, I'll submit it.
Well, I might. Oh, I do kind of want to do it, though. It's just not, doesn't look like it's that bad. So let's see what they said. Let's see what the agent said. I want to follow up with you on it for sure. So each unit, so I'm going to check our Section 8 rent. Let me check my Section 8 rent really quickly here because it's not, I'm not saying no to this. I don't know. I'm uninformed. It's like the comps are just not, they're not the type of property that we are. So I'm a little uninformed here, but I might be interested in something like this. So this is in Wayne County. And this zip code. Oh, wow. So you're a 2-bed, 1-bath. So you get some pretty good Section 8 rent. You actually have some pretty good Section 8 rent here. Not terrible. And then let me just see the rental activity for rent. You don't have crime. Couple houses for rent over here. 2-bed, 1-bath for rent, $900 though. Yeah, I tell you what, send it to my team. Send it to my team. I just don't have enough comps at this time. I'm not going to say your deal is not a good one. It could be an amazing deal. It really could be an amazing deal. I just, unfortunately, I don't have any comps that would suggest what this thing might be worth. Everything I'm seeing is just a very different type of property, but at the same time, it's not a bad area at all. I almost wonder if I'm missing out on this, but I feel like something a little bit more proven will come up, because I'm just looking for proven comps. So guys, let me show you the one that I just did. I'll show you the one that I just did here so you can understand what proven comps look like. Actually, I'll show you a really good one, guys. 232. So I sold this thing for $18,000 like a year ago or so in Columbus, Ohio. You can see the house got flipped. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. But check this out. This is the definition of proven comps. Like, this is so proven. So when a flipper like myself wants to buy their next property, they just want lots and lots of evidence that it's going to do well. So this property on my screen right here, this has lots and lots of evidence that it's going to do really well. Now, I think we might have been North Kellner, North Denver. We're North Kellner Road. Where's Kellner Road? East, North Kellner? Denver? Oh, man. So hard to find. I'll have to line it up on the map, but this is a really good example for everybody. So it's 232 North Kellner Road, Columbus, OH. Let's line this up on the map. So there's that East Broad Street, that little road, and the train tracks. So where's East Broad Street? East Broad Street. There's a park. We're right below the park. So we should be right about here. North Kellner Road. That's right, North Kellner Road. Okay. So guys, let's do a little bit of comping here. I just want to show you what these sort of comps are, because this is one of the most proven fix and flips I've ever wholesaled. Check this out, guys. So I just want you to make note of what we are, guys. We are this property right here. We are a 2-bed, 1-bath with 750 square feet. 2-bed, 1-bath, 750 square feet. Okay, guys? 2-bed, 1-bath, 750. Notice what the property looks like. Just look at it, analyze it, understand it. Notice what the property looks like. This is what it looks like, right? I just want everybody to be aware, because we're going to comp apples to apples here. So, right, this is what the property's looking like. That's what it's looking like. Okay, 2-bed, 1-bath. Your exterior is important. This is what your exterior looks like. Notice window, door, garage. Window, door, garage. Okay, guys? Window, door, garage. That's how it goes. Now, let's go ahead and look at the comps. So we're about right here, guys. North Kellner Road. We're somewhere on this road right here. I'm going to go from for sale to sold, and I'm going to reset all of my filters because I have a lot of filters I don't need. I'm going to do home type, just single family. Just single family. I'm going to price these things high to low. Remember, I want to scroll until I start to see similar properties. So I know I'm not going to really see anything above probably 205. So here, price high to low. Okay, remember, door, or window, door, garage. Window, door, garage. Do you see the pattern, guys? Window, door, garage. Window, door, garage. 756 square feet, that's my comp. 744 square feet. Look at this. Window, door, garage. Slightly different pattern, but still the same thing. Window, door, garage. Window, door, garage. Window, door, no garage. So it's sold for less. But guys, you see how similar these houses are? It's like, if I flip a 2-1, what am I getting here, guys? Low end, 180 if you don't have a garage. High end, probably 190 if you do have a garage. And look, we were actually one of the highest. We were the highest sale for this type of property. Highest sale for this type of property. And if you want to see it, well, did they flip these houses? Did they renovate them? Yeah, look at this one. Renovated and staged. Different type of renovation, a bit of a warmer renovation. I might even like this one more if you ask me. And then you've got this guy right here. Did they renovate this interior? Not really, but it's in good shape for sure. Let's look at this one more. Did they renovate this interior? Yes, they renovated this interior and it sold for 187. So guys, when I say we want comps, I mean apples to apples is what this is. Let me show you one where I was willing to risk it for the biscuit, but we're not exactly sure. So this is one where I was like, okay, I'm not exactly sure. But you know, I think we'll try it. So this is Tacoma Street. This is the flip that I'm finishing here. Tacoma Street. Let's grab the zip code because it's going to disappear. Oh wait, no, it's not. That was nice. Thanks, Zillow. And let's draw around the area. Draw around the area. So I'm going to go to here, go to here, go to here, and I'm going to go to here. And this is going to be my comp range. Not crossing any major roads. Pricing these things high to low. And here's the thing. This is Detroit, and Detroit doesn't really tell you when a single family is actually a duplex. So we'll get rid of townhomes, condos, lots, lands, apartments, manufactured, and we'll price these things high to low. So pricing high to low, guys. First things first, we should know what we are. 13605 Tacoma Street is the address. 13605 Tacoma Street. So we are a 6-bed, 2-bath duplex. I know it says 7.3. The realtor was lying. We're a 6.2 duplex. And what they say in the description? This previous 2-family is now 1. So it's a conversion, and I'm down for a conversion, guys. If I can convert, that works. So I'm going to price these things high to low, and I'm going to start looking for things that are like me. So I'm a duplex, guys. Well, wait a second. There's a duplex right there. That's a duplex. How far away is it from our subject property? Well, let's zoom in. Oh my God. It's literally a block and a half away. It 2 blocks away max. Very, very close. And it sold for 170, and it's a duplex, except for we have more bedrooms and more square footage. Yeah, Ohio is really good, guys. If you could find me this in Ohio, I'd be super down to do that deal. Yeah. I'll go ahead and look at one in Ohio, but let's go ahead and comp a little bit further. So if we just look at multifamilies here and we price these things high to low, guys, we got this guy. He's not what we are. We're 2,000 square feet. He's 3,300. Not the same. We got this guy pretty close, 170. Then we got this guy 125, and we got this guy 120. Then we got this guy 120. So lots and lots of duplexes going for between 120, 125, and then one at 170. I'm pricing mine at 149,000. So I'm pricing my fix and flip at 149,000. And this is not a lot of comps, guys. You got your low end unrenovated comps for $120,000. Well, actually, they put new LVP here. They just didn't do a lot in the other rooms, right? They got new LVP, and that's pretty much it. And then you got your renovated one right here that sold for 170, which we really like. So this one's not a ton of evidence, but it's enough evidence because these are all duplexes, guys, right? This is a duplex, 120, 120, 125, 170. I'm going to put myself renovated at 149,000. Anyways, let's look for one in Cleveland before we do some more questions, because I really do want to find one. I haven't found one as of yet. Okay, so Cleveland, Ohio, probably price range maximum, I'd say 80,000, because I need these to be distressed. Home type, multifamily. Ooh, there's just not too many, huh? I already called on this one. I called on this one, and we got the go ahead at remember we got the go at 45, or I'm sorry, 55, but the rehab came back at 50. I need this at 48. If I can get this at 48, I'll do the deal. I'm going to follow up with the realtor here. She's so sweet. The realtor is so sweet.
Thank you for calling Sloss Realty.
I swear I have her phone number saved. Huh. Wait a second. Yeah, I literally, why didn't it? Oh, she changed her phone number on here. Is the buy box? Yeah, what do you mean? Buy box cartel? Yeah, buy box cartel is part of it. Yeah, I did pick the giveaway winner. You saw a review on WAP and said it's not coming back. The buy boxes, as in the list of states and cities, those are coming back. Buy box cartel is still there. I'm gonna shoot her a text. Okay, after speaking with the seller, they would like to hold out for at least 55K. 48K is less than the previous owner purchased it for. Adding in and before adding new roof and windows, understandably, they probably overpaid at 48K, but that's just the justification for holding out for a higher price. Hey, do we want to revisit this? I need another project, and I've already walked this. I could waive my inspection period and submit non-refundable EMD. Rehab is high at 55K. Full rewire means we have to take apart the entire house. That alone is 20,000. I recently learned how expensive a rewire was. 5 years wearing that necklace. Not quite. I think I started wearing this at like 22, maybe 20. Yeah, probably 22. I was wearing this at 22. Anyways, I just got the contract from Parkview.
Hey, Rich, I got a call. The seller got back to me, or the agent, and he said he's ready to move forward, but EMD needs to be deposited within 3 days of accepting the offer.
Okay, I would say Riley, just a sec. So I'd say this. My inspector Chris is finishing our rehab on 13605 Tacoma Street over the next 3 days. I could send him out, but it'll likely be in 5 days. I don't submit EMD until I know I'm closing. So send them that and see what they say. We have that lets them know, like, hey, we're doing a project on the other side of the city. I'm finishing this project, then I can send them here, and that should probably get it across the finish line.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much. And then since it's a cash offer, he would be the one writing up the contract?
Yes, that's correct. And maybe I could send my guy to that. Maybe let me phone a friend. Hold on. Can I phone a friend on your deal? Just a sec.
Of course. Thank you so much.
Sorry, I'd love to try to make this work. I think you might have something. It's just the lack of comps makes it hard.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone, please.
I'll send my guy. I'm gonna send my guy. Okay. I'll send my guy there. We can even do it before you go under contract to potentially get the price lower. Would it be possible? Burke, we can talk tomorrow, man. I don't like what you put in the chat earlier. It's not friendly. Yeah. Hey, so Mama Tomov, can you put me in a chat? Can I get your number and the agent's number so I can put all my contractor in a chat with your people to see if we can walk the property? Because if I can get a rehab estimate, that would be nice. It would tell me a little bit more, because I think your ARV is at least 130K. I just need to know how bad the rehab is to get rental ready. I think it's probably like 35, but I would like to see.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, it's Mommy to Mav. My son's name is Maverick, so I'm just like Mommy to Mav.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, if you want to send me your number or however you want to do that, and I can put us 3 in a chat. I already sent him the reply that you sent me, and yeah, that would be great. And this was actually my second phone call.
Wow. Okay. Well, you're definitely getting good traction here. You're getting good traction. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm sorry, I didn't hear the last part that you said, but would you send me your phone number so I can, and your agent's phone number so I can put us all in a chat together? I promise I'm not stealing your deal. I just want to walk the property.
Yeah, of course. No, I trust you, and that's why I'm in this, part of this. And thank you so much for all your help.
Absolutely. DM me your phone number. We'll go from there. Okay. I'll put it on my sheet.
Perfect,
just to
thank you.
follow up, because I do. There's no shootings in the area, and it's not a bad area. So I just want to see what my contractor thinks. He's local. He'll know. Sending contractor student Mama to Mav. Got you. Can you kindly talk about mindset a bit on your video of being able to pay back your 45K debt? When I was $45,000 in debt, I remember I was in my college apartment and I think it hadn't really hit me how much trouble I was in. It didn't really occur to me how much trouble I was in, but my back was to the wall. I had no option but to make something work. So I just went on YouTube and I started looking up side hustles. I just watched side hustle video after side hustle video after side hustle video after side hustle. And I narrowed it down to 2 potential side hustles that I wanted to get into. The first side hustle was Airbnb arbitrage.